X Games Minneapolis 2018 has officially invaded US Bank Stadium. Rome wasn't built in a day, but these courses out here, give us a week, we could do it. We welcome you in now to the men's Skateboard Street Qualifiers, presented by Monster Energy. Brandon Graham alongside the unfiltered voice of skateboarding, back for year 2.
Let's get
Gary Rogers.
How y'all doing? Oh, I'm back.
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Mcmorris will be out there on the course, and if you're just joining us, 18 guys out here in the Monster Energy Men's Skateboard Street Qualifier. Just 5 will be moving on to the final. Fierce.
Dang, top 5.
We got, the podium was already set from last year. Those guys have pre-qualified Kelvin Hoffler,
of course,
Mcmorris, and Nyjah Houston. We had to scratch our heads. We forgot that Nyjah Houston earned a bronze medal last year.
Bro,
I don't even think he remembers that.
Yeah, he doesn't look at that one. That one's not in the trophy case. That's like his mistake he left outside when he left the arena. He's like, oh, I do this? This ain't shining?
So as we said, 18 skaters, just 2 45-second runs each, with the top 5 advancing.
She's only giving you 1 chance?
In the final,
if you mess up the first time?
You get 3 attempts. Just 2 runs.
Wow.
Can't get basic out here.
Nah, you can't. You gotta turn up out the gate.
Well, I'm excited to look over this course with you, but let's take a look at our start list. There's the first half of the field. Some interesting names, some guys actually making their X Games debut, believe it or not. Axel Kreisberg, and how about Jamie Foy in the mix this year?
Yeah, Sodi is actually looking good out there. He's got some things. You know what? 18 dudes and only 5 is going.
Yeah, and then look at the rest of this list that round out our group of 18. Yuto, who's set the world on fire.
And then Vincent Malou.
That dude,
I think he just kickflip front lipped Hollywood 16.
That's true.
And I still haven't seen that part because I think you had to buy it. I don't know what happened to that part, but I didn't see that part. But he's beast. I give him that.
He is beast, and of course a list that includes the heavy hitters: Shane O'Neill, Luan Oliveira, Chris Jocelyn, Ryan DeCenzo. But we start things off with Vincent Malou.
Hey, homie's good, and I just started hearing about him. He's actually fire. Like, look, yeah, he for sure did that. Oh, he might have not did it. That might have not been him on Hollywood. That might have not. Nah, he's actually beast.
Our lone French skater in the field, representing Willie Workshop.
See that 180 crew? Yeah, that's them rookie jitters for sure. He's like, nobody knows me, but I kill it, so I'm gonna fall a bunch.
Gary, you were out here on this course throughout the week. Your thoughts on the overall design?
Now, I like this design. I like this part a lot. But the Euro was really close, and then there's like that black rail on that 2 wooden stairs right there.
Right.
That you couldn't really get onto unless you actually were all the way ready. Like, so you know, tech tricks are going to be a lot harder. I mean, for me, but I'm not.
Well, that's and then I was going to ask, of this group of 18, when you look at this course, having ridden this course, who do you think it favors? Any particular style or guys in particular?
So, Ashad did not care about this course at all. Ripped it to absolute shredderings. Like, bro, he did 80 tricks, different tricks. And as far as favoring too, Kelvin, he did tray flip up and then like kickflip front blunt on that rail. So everybody else didn't really build lines. People were just doing like 1 tricks just to see what they were probably in their runs with, because they're, you know, everything's smaller for the pros. So
here's Tommy Finn. Crazy to think he's only making his 2nd X Games.
I'm glad he got that hat on, because y'all don't even know, bro. The homie hairline it's just straight.
He wasn't wearing a hat at all this week during practice.
Sharp, bro. He got this sharp, just like, he looked like Tony Parker.
He does. I don't think he said that last year. He does look like Tony Parker. You mean the Charlotte Bobcats point guard?
Yeah.
Hornets, excuse me.
Michael Jordan's team, nonetheless. Michael Jordan's first unsuccessful thing. That boy went to the Wizards and brought them around. He can't help the Charlotte at all.
Tommy Finn's first run in the books.
Dialed that kick real quick. Look at him. Tray flip.
It was only a couple years ago that he took first place at that Street League Pro Open.
What?
In Barcelona.
What thing?
Yeah, you weren't there for that one. 2016. So a 64 for Finn. He takes the early lead. But again, 16 guys still to drop in, including this young man.
Who just made 20 recently.
Wow, Alex Midler. I can't believe we're saying this. He's been an AM for 4 consecutive years out here at X Games, making his pro debut.
Alex is grown now. He's 20. Alex has got a line. I didn't mention that. He's got a line.
Alex has been skating this park as well as anybody this week. Really dialed in.
Yeah.
We'll see if that plays out here on run number 1.
He's one of the only people doing that. Even though right after he did it, Kelvin was like, ooh, you can skate this? And did it. He did a backspin too. Oh, full cab lip not rocking with him.
Last year, he took 3rd place in the Street AM contest here in Mini.
I like to bring this up. He is the reason Lil Wayne started skateboarding. So if you're mad at that, which you shouldn't be, oh, he got it. The kickflip back, gap, kickflip back loop. If you're mad at that, it's Alex Midler's fault. If you're juiced about it, it's
Alex Midler.
Yeah, there you go. All right. I'm not mad about it.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right. Alex Midler.
Pinch. That wheel bite is growing. He was tiptoeing in his Jordans on it. Ooh. No, no, no. That wasn't supposed to work for him.
Yeah, guys liking what they say. Oh, you see Kelvin? He went in for the high five, and he didn't get it. A 75 for Alex Midler. I mentioned Kelvin didn't get that high five. I'm hoping he's okay with that. Let's head down to Craig Mcmorris, who I believe is with our defending gold medalist.
Is it drink beef? Is it Rockstar versus Red Bull beef? Is that a thing?
I'm here with Kelvin. You didn't get that high five from Midler right there. What was that all about?
Yeah, because he was too hyped, I think, because his line was insane.
His run was insane. Now, you've been watching practice. You've been riding practice. You obviously don't have to compete in the prelims because you got gold last year. Who is ripping, Kelvin?
I think everybody likes ripping. I really love to see Luan skating because he can do every trick he can.
And one more question. How do you like the course this year compared to last year?
Amazing. The best course I ever skate.
You heard it here first. The best course he's ever skated.
Whoa, breaking news. Thank you, Craig. Yeah, those are high words from Kelvin Hoffler, who's gone back-to-back, a gold last summer in Mini, and then we were in Norway just a couple of months ago, and he won another gold medal, and he's saying it's the best he's ever skated.
My OG said he helped build this. Zach Lewis, he's a part of California skate parks. He said he built this. And
shout out Zach Lewis.
Yeah.
Here's Herman Stena. We saw him in Norway just a couple of months ago. Took 7th place, making his pro domestic debut here in the United States at X Games Minneapolis.
He just tore his calf. Bro, he showed me the video. We were laughing about it. But he just tore it. And when you see in the video, you're like, oh, God. But he's out here talking about, I'm glad I can skate. Just can't take high impact, but can skate techie. So he said he can flick and everything and all that, but he's not going down super big handrails right now, which he expertises in.
Herman skating for Real Skateboards. Of course, Skur, where we held the event in downtown Oslo. That's his home skate park. This is not his home skate park.
Long way from home, huh? He's been in the city, so he's been in SF, actually.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, so he hasn't been overseas. So it wasn't that long of a flight for him. So jet lag cannot be used as an excuse.
Oh, if he's been in the Bay, have you been skating with Herman Stena?
Nah, I didn't get out. I did not.
What? Okay.
Something happened. I was doing something. I was somewhere doing something. I just don't remember.
A 39.66 for Stena. He'll get one more attempt. Here's Axel Kreisberg out of Belgium. He was an alternate last year, and then he was an amateur back in 2015 in Austin. He's making his X Games debut.
Now, it's him. I swear he's one of the dudes from One Direction. I swear to God. Bro, but he gets off. Axel goes crazy.
Yeah.
Front people. Yes, sir.
Axel with the best hair in the field. I don't think that's up for debate.
I'm not going to debate it.
Went pro for Toy Machine, I think about a year ago, last summer.
Oh, man. Doesn't it bother you when you mess up on that, like, I was just doing this so I can pop real quick? It's like the fillers get you. Okay, make it up with a gap nose blunt. For sure. How you rocking?
And that will be the buzzer. I don't think that would have counted.
They'll count it. They don't know him, so they'll count. No, I'm just kidding. You see that wheel is stopped? You see that? The wheel's done.
Yeah, Axel's been busy this year, obviously, with Toy Machine. They did King of the Road, took third place at Red Bull Heartlines. 69.66 for Axel, putting him up into second place. And we move on. Felipe Gustavo earned his very first X Games medal in Norway just a couple of months ago, a bronze. But now he's trying to make his way in to the big show.
He was saying if my switch flip doesn't work, I can't skate. Basically implying all I do is switch flip in all my tricks, which is true. And he didn't do his first one. So, switch flip must not be working.
It seemed like in Oslo, he finally kind of put it together on this stage, but then he goes and does that. Oh, my. I was just going to ask, for most skaters, that shakes them when they can't hit that first trick. Yeah. Clearly not the case with Felipe.
No type of shit. He's like, what? Ah, nollie flip quick right now. Switch flip. No. Switch back teasel wall. Oh, switch backside. Tail slide. I'm kidding. I'm calling it a teasel wop, ladies and gentlemen. He got that quick flip. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so far, only Alex has really put together a super clean run.
Axel. Midler. He's the only one. Oh, yeah, he's the only one that made it all the way across. He's supposed to fall on that kickflip back there. Decided not to.
Again, just a two-run format. I mean, you think about, oh, it'd be good to just put a solid run down, but clearly right now we're only, whatever, 6 riders in, and we've got a score of 75. Only 5 are moving on.
3 is comfortable.
Yeah.
Because you could get your first one with a few tricks. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? 3 is 2 is crunch time.
Here's 22-year-old Miles Silvas.
Style water. Look at it.
Repping the 916, making his pro debut
PLA.
out here at X Games.
Shout out PLA, boys.
What do you like about Miles Silva's skating?
Everything. Him skateboard, you see that? Now, he was failing all day in practice. Like, it looks like he didn't really like a lot of this stuff, but dude he's actually good. Big spin back tails and slides them for days. Flip out, flip into anything, nollie switch, really good style. Skates everything.
Miles a part of that.
I ain't really seen him on transition yet, but I feel like he got that too.
He's part of that numbers edition team that Costin and Guy Mariano put together.
Yeah. That's a good pickup. Miles is a draft choice. Look, he got 23, Michael Jordan.
An amazing crowd on hand, and it's just qualifiers here Friday during the day at US Bank Stadium. A nice preview of what's to come this weekend. And how about the young blood? Jagger Eaton, 17 years old, took a silver medal at X Games Norway just a couple of months ago.
Jagger's skating like another event too, right?
He's also skating park.
Okay. Ooh, he almost did not do that. Oh, man, if y'all in the stadium right now, he got a Magnolia for his. Told you, he's black now.
It's crazy. At 17, people forget that he was actually the youngest ever X Games competitor at 11 years, 4 months when he did Big Air back in 2012.
He was just talking about when he used to do Big Air and how he was so little. When he tried to air, he would only get a foot out of coping because he didn't have enough power to really
Off
fly.
the quarter?
Yeah, he couldn't do it.
Wow, Jagger Eaton. This is a kid, we talked about this storyline a lot when we were in Norway together, at how that was his first pro comp, but the reality is he skates as many contests as anybody, so he's primed to come out and perform.
For consistency and
right.
do the same. And if you see it too, like, he's got the same tricks, and he'll learn one or two new ones for his runs. So you kind of got it locked like Nyjah does. Like Nyjah will do the same stuff, it seems like, until like an ender or the third run, usually in the finals.
An 89.66. He takes a commanding lead. Again, that silver medal in Norway. He won Tampa Pro. He won Simple Session. Jagger's ready for a big X Games Minneapolis, trying to get into the final. Here's Jamie Foy, the defending Thrasher Skater of the Year, making his X Games pro debut.
Seriously, one of the best dudes in skateboarding right now, man.
What makes Jamie, for those who don't watch a lot of skateboarding,
that he can fall, get buckled, get up,
what
do
makes
whatever he
Jamie
wants.
so special?
Jamie can do anything, Burke. Transition, handrails, all of it. He's consistent. He brings new tricks. He's a little buff with his style, but other than that, dude is really good. But he's just like one of the best people. Always smile. He's got good jokes. He's funny. So, you know.
You got his Thrasher cover?
Got it. How many you got? Like 100 of them now?
So that's going to do it for Jamie Foy's first X Games qualifying run. But it wouldn't surprise us at all. He had trouble sticking on his board if he just comes out attempt number 2 and sets the thing ablaze.
It's not going to shock me.
We're halfway through our field here in the Monster Energy Skateboard Street Qualifier. And Jagger Eaton just set this course on fire. An 89.66, leading this thing early. The fans have arrived here at day 2 of X Games Minneapolis at US Bank Stadium in our home of Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're in the middle of run number 1 here at the Monster Energy Men's Skateboard Street Qualifier. It's Jagger Eaton doing what we've learned that Jagger Eaton does, and he's in first place here in qualifying.
Jagger will qualify
early. And yeah, Jagger's a busy kid. He's also got Park a little later this weekend as well. But right now he's trying to get into the street final. But we move on with the rest of our field of 18. Again, each of these skaters only getting 2 runs. We count the single best score, 5 moving on. Will it be Ashad Ware, who also just had a Nike SB part drop that was psycho?
I don't know who dropped it, but that part was fire. You heard the song too? Return to Mac? Let's go.
As soon as I heard it, I knew.
Oh man, dude. And then whoever edited that, shout out to you. Like, there you go. People be offbeat and stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
check out the part now. So here's Ashad Ware trying to get back.
He's MVP, like.
Yeah, he's got to get into the final.
He's probably tired, dude.
He does have an X Games medal of bronze he earned back in 2016.
And he's going to do different tricks than everybody. Nobody has where you'd be like, oh, I saw that today. He's going to, except for that front feeble. But other than that, like that fakey back tail, like, ain't nobody doing it. Front shove on that bacon.
And honestly, Gary, I love
bigger flip on the.
I love this kit that he's wearing. That's the French national jersey, I believe.
Is it really?
Fresh off the World Cup title.
Flip? Are you, hello?
I'm sorry, I'm talking clothes.
It's all good.
I guess
you
he's
can
doing
talk
some
swag,
big things right now, huh?
But he in his bag.
Oh. And again, it's like, it's a joy to watch Ashad Ware skate because, as you said, nobody else does what he does.
Ashad is really, he's pinnacle. he's superior. Dude is good.
A former Sodi himself.
Yeah, I need water.
We got a couple of them in this field.
With the rock head.
70.66 for Ashad. He'll get another crack at it, though.
I don't have enough time. Ran out. Yeah. I did fall, too.
Zion Wright. Zion has had an amazing contest season. We saw him in AMS last year.
Would you say that? Did you see the
Hey, let's bring in the third member of our team, Craig Mcmorris, who I know is very good friends with Zion Wright, was hanging with him recently. Craig, how crazy is it, the accident, the injury that he sustained just a week ago, to be out here today?
Kid is tough as nails. No, they don't make him like Zion Wright. I mean, you saw the staples in his head. He actually took them out himself. So you take that to the bank.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I know Gary saw him doing that and said, like, maybe don't do that.
He was like, stop talking to me.
It doesn't seem to be affecting him at all because this run is fuego.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Shoe all untied.
Oh!
He good. No, Bradley.
He's got room for one more. You saw him look back at the clock. Can he get this one in?
It was a fluke.
Back two? Come on.
Count that. Come on, yo. Don't play it.
Craig, I will say, it sounds like the stadium's made up their mind. Is that a first place run?
I would think so. That was psycho, man. Tag hit the big rails, did everything. The back two right at the end. I'm sure the judges are going to count that. I know the fans out here did.
Again, cannot be overstated.
He finally got his hair lined up, too. I know you can't see it under the, the hat, but Zion has a hairline.
He went down hard less than 2 weeks ago at Street League in LA.
Bro, he really had a gorilla's hairline.
6 staples in the back of his head. An 83, so not enough to leapfrog Eaton, but enough for second place. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Again, run 1. 5 guys getting in from this group of 18. There's some big names still to drop in, but a very, very solid opening run.
Did Jagger get off his board?
No.
Okay, that's probably when he got off his board. Y'all deducting for that now? All right.
We move on with run number 1 here in qualifiers. From Zion to Deshaun Jordan.
Floyd Money.
We saw him make his X Games debut last summer, 5th place, very nice. Then we saw him in Norway, top 10 finish. Now he's in search of that first podium.
Deshaun got his kickflips, yo. He been working at him.
Now, all throughout Norway, you were roasting him for being bow-legged.
Still bow-legged. That's what I was going to say. No, his kickflips is on, but he's still fairly bow-legged. There's not a cure for bow-leggedness. You have to deal with it for the rest of your life. And he's dealing with it every day, but he is fully bow-legged.
Had a great Road to X Games piece with Jack Matrani, and they went roller skating. He is a hell of a roller skater.
I heard that. That's funny. You know what? A lot of people know how to roller skate that I know. But I didn't expect Deshaun to know how to really roller skate like that. And in practice, he didn't have a single line go down. So for him to do that just now was...
Why do you think that was? Was the course just not
I don't know. You know how I was telling you...
conducive to his skating?
You know how I was telling you it seems like a lot of dudes are just doing that one trick they want to end their line with?
Right.
I didn't see him do any of these tricks, so he obviously must have...
That's some gamesmanship right there. Didn't want to give it away, huh?
Yeah, probably.
And now you're starting to see the scores rising a little bit. Zion took over second, and now Deshaun Jordan with an 81 takes over third place.
Hey, check this out, man. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. I know what's going on because it's happening.
Trent Mcclung.
Oh, Pinnacle.
So Torrey Pudwell was supposed to be skating in this contest. Something with his leg.
Yeah, I think he pulled his groin, just like in practice.
And that's keeping him out. So with that, our first alternate, Trent Mcclung, getting in, riding for Primitive, making his X Games debut.
Fire. This dude's footage is fire every single time. He did this kickflip front crook one time, and I don't know if it was for the LRG video, I think, where he's supposed to grab the fence when he puts his hands up. Bro, I feel like I told this story to somebody before. I don't know who, but it's probably one of my favorite clips in a long time. Like, I literally turned that video on just to watch that clip and then turn it off.
And he has a major part that just got dropped a month ago in Never, in the Primitive video.
Yeah, he did skating that, and that was good too.
So we take another look. Trent Mcclung did not look like an X Games rookie.
Oh, you didn't really lock into that kick to the front foot. Well, actually, if your truck went on the other side and one, can we like make that a new grind or something? Nah, that don't count. Oh, look at that pinnacle. Structure.
So how will the judges score that? Again, Jagger Eaton leading the way. Zion Wright taking over second place. Deshaun Jordan right before him taking over third. And Trent Mcclung right on cue takes over fourth place. So moving and shaking into our top five. Because remember, only 5 will be advancing to the final.
Shane O'Neill recently left Primitive.
That's right. Shane O'Neill announced recently that he is starting his own board brand.
Yeah. Sorry, P-Rod. Come on. No, I'm just playing.
Whoa. I've seen a lot of things from Shane O'Neill.
Bro, hey.
I don't know if I've seen that before.
Look, he has been falling on that all weekend. Like just the Euro. He's one of the people that was saying it was too close.
We say it about Shane a lot. Can do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And can do everything.
Oh, yeah. With style.
But you get to contests, and if he doesn't do that one thing, it seems to disconnect from everything else.
Because I feel like since Shane is doing so many different tricks, he not worried about that consistency that comes with contests. You feel me? Like, he's like, I'm learning something brand new.
Right.
And I mean, if he focus like where Jagger's like, okay, I'm doing contests, I gotta focus just on this. But then again, Shane could have a lit day and win. You feel me? Like he could just.
He's never won X Games, but you look at his bag of tricks, you look at his resume, and you're like, why hasn't he won like 4 of these?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He's over here doing crook, nollie, bigger heels out on picnic tables and stuff. Like he not on just one thing. His bag of tricks is too insurmountable for just being really good at contests. Yeah, it's Shane's 14th X Games appearance, and he's only got 1 medal to his career. That's criminal. How you 1 in 14 and you Shane O'Neill? It doesn't compute. It does. His program was only for street footage, apparently.
Luan Oliveira, he's got 5 X Games medals in his previous 12 appearances. Trying to get back on the podium for the first time since 2016. 2 silvers, 3 bronze. Again, another guy, hard to believe, yet to win an X Games gold. And hard to believe he's already 27. I feel like he's just grown up in front of our eyes.
I feel like I grew up with Luan. That's crazy.
In Porto Alegre, Brazil, you two growing up on the streets?
No, not like that. Like, I'm saying as far as when he was popping up in skateboarding, I was probably, you know.
I got you.
Like, he was skating before then, but.
Yeah, I didn't think you actually grew up in Brazil with him.
I wish. Brazil lit. Hey, he's like one of the only people who are actually doing tricks down the set. Oh, he got the slap, too. Oh.
I did think with this amount of transition that it would favor his style of skateboarding.
Yeah.
A solid first run for Luan.
Nose blunt. Look at it. Switch front side flip. Let me, caught it. Bolts, where you at? Right here. He don't touch the ground. He don't buckle his knees. He don't move. He don't take his foot off.
Yeah. Sorry. No, I'm okay.
An 82.33 for Luan, slotting him up into 3rd place. And he can clean some stuff up on that. That's what's scary.
All right.
You thought that was a little high? A little low?
I don't know what.
You're usually pretty good at predicting things. Here's Chris Jocelyn. Your favorite skater's favorite skater.
The hunchback style, but who cares? This dude, hey.
It started to click for him the last couple years in contests, but he is so gnarly.
Chris Jocelyn's a legend.
He's got a real street gold medal.
Bro, he refuses to not land certain tricks. Like, it cannot be on his feet.
That's
it could be going away from him.
Yeah.
He could not flick it. Like he was doing that backside flip earlier. It was behind him. He still rolled away. He did like a 360. He didn't pop it right, turn it, nothing. Still rolled away. He's going to be on that board no matter what. Hands down.
Final 5 seconds for the Plan B Pro.
Tray flip.
Oh.
Where are you coming from to do what? All right, dude. He just had a pro shoe.
That's a different route right there.
It's like he had a wear test. He's having a pro shoe coming out.
Craig.
Not a colorway like some.
Craig, I know Chris Jocelyn is one of your favorite skaters to watch, right?
The reason he's one of my favorite skaters to watch, Brando, is the way he sets tone in practice and then continues on in the qualifier. I mean, Gary, we saw it. He was going backside flip over everything, tray flip over everything. That was kind of an uncharacteristic fall at the end. So, I mean, that's why he's everybody's favorite, because he just goes psycho at all times.
Yeah, well said. And he'll go trick for trick with anybody. He won battle at the barracks. We remember that. He's won gold in real
when nobody thought that was about to happen, too.
Yeah, he gets so under.
I'm not going to. Oh, no. Doubting Chris Jocelyn? Nah.
Switch front side shove it, late cake flip.
Nope, not
That's
doing
what gave him the win. Ryan DeCenzo.
Not doing it.
It wasn't that long ago that Ryan DeCenzo earned his very first
that first trick he's doing is wild. And I don't even think the judges will be able to notice it because it's like he's like sugar caning or something like that.
Our street gold medalist from Austin back in 2016.
I don't even know what to call that trick. Hey.
Ryan DeCenzo is really programmed for this format. He always seems to rise to the occasion.
He's spazzing.
So many top 10 finishes to his X Games career. Crazy that he's 31 years old.
Insane. The homie oldest. And that kick foot front lip, he ain't get none of those in practice, but that was the closest I seen him get. Because he was kicking him. I mean, did he just crook nollie heel?
Whoa.
What?
Hey, is Craig still there? Craig, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, and I'm actually standing right beside Ryan right now.
Yeah, can we bring in Ryan for a second?
Ryan, that kickflip front lip, what happened, man?
This park has got a lot of big banks. You got to pump real hard. You get tired.
You're out of breath, man. You were going for that kickflip front lip all practice. You got one. What are you going to change in the second run?
I think I'm just going to try and clean it up and get that kicky lip. I think I can take a little bit more time.
Did you just crook nollie heel?
Take a deep breath and then.
Gary's asking, how about that crook nollie heel at the end? Everybody lost their mind.
if I can get the kicky lip and there's still time, that's what I'm going for. So.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. We got a first place qualifier if that goes down.
Hey, Craig.
We got one more question. Yeah,
No,
go
no.
for it,
I was just wondering if you guys ever, you know, he's a Vancouver guy. You're a Whistler guy. You guys ever get a chance to skate together, you two?
Yeah, we went on Vancouver Go Skate Day. That was a blast, eh?
Yeah, Go Skate Day was epic. I love Vancouver.
Nice. So we're friends.
Yeah, he had to throw the A in there. Yeah, we're Canadian. We get it, Craig.
We're nice.
Canadian, eh?
All right, have fun.
We're boys, eh?
Soda nice.
So DeCenzo's score coming in at a 79.33, good enough for 5th. And oh, by the way, top 5 moving on. And rounding out our group of 18. Oh, what's the nickname you got for Yuto? I mean, he's cold-blooded.
Yeah. I got no nickname. I stopped playing with Yuto after even just tearing it up. I ain't got nothing to say about dude. He's something else.
Yuto.
He's got those different tricks too.
Yuto went first place at Street League in London back in May. First place at Do Tour just 2 weeks ago. Took 4th place at X Games Norway. He is having himself a time,
bro.
Barry.
He's talked, and we've had like he's eating acai, and he's making jokes. Like he's over here trying to play Hardies and stuff. Like he's.
Yeah, you were trying to dig deep with him last summer. You were having trouble. Things have changed this year.
I wasn't trying to dig deep with nobody, dude. I'm good.
You got your own.
I got my
own thing that you're like working through. Yeah. That's true.
I ain't worried about Yuto, bro. But anyways, he has a personality, bro. He's actually a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? I think he's getting more comfortable with everything going on, so that's cool. I'll still fire on him, man. I'm just playing.
Yeah, it wasn't the run that Yuto was hoping. It wasn't the one we were expecting from a 39.66. He's absolutely a guy we anticipate to put it together and make a run at that top 5. So run 1 officially in the books. Again, only top 5 will be moving in. And Ryan DeCenzo did what he needed to do to jump into that top 5. Will he stay there? We find out when run number 2 comes up right after this. Year number 2 at our palatial summer home of US Bank Stadium. It's day 2 of X Games Minneapolis, and we're set to kick off run number 2 of the Monster Energy Men's Skateboard Street Qualifiers. 18 guys out here, only 5, Gary Rogers, will be moving on to the final.
Only 5 gonna stay.
So, run 1 officially in the books. Jagger Eaton setting the pace. Who impressed you the most?
Ryan DeCenzo, he didn't land nothing in practice. When usually he's landing stuff, and I'm like, all right, cool. But he didn't land nothing in practice, really. He got a couple kickflip crooks, but so that's who shocked me. Everybody else was fitting.
There's just so much talent, and when you have 18 guys out here, there's bound to be some head scratchers. I mean, there are certainly some big names that are currently on the outside looking in right now. I think of guys like Shane O'Neill. I think of guys like Felipe Gustavo, Yuto Horigome. They got to come correct because they're not in the top 5 right now. So here's Vincent Malou. He's sitting in 14th place, trying to kick out that 58.66. If he wants to jump in the top 5, he'll need the best DeCenzo's 79.33. But you wonder with Malou, is he just happy to be here, making his X Games debut? What did he expect from himself? Does he want to get in the final? Will he? I asked a lot of questions.
Ooh. Okay. All right, there you go. Maybe, I'm telling you, maybe he did. Maybe he did. So, he's like, I do know how to skateboard.
Hi, Vincent.
I've been doing this for a long time.
Welcome to Minneapolis.
I'm going to turn up. I'm from France. Oh. Hey, homie going off.
Where was this in run number 1? Vincent Malou.
Hey, it was still in France. He had to get it express shipped.
This was, oh, he didn't, he checked this bag.
Yeah, he checked his bag.
Oh,
bro,
my
hey,
Vincent.
That's the hardest trick in the world, bro. Hey, yo. So people be here for a reason, you know what I mean?
Right. He didn't get invited by accident.
Yeah, some people was probably at the house like, bro, who is that? Like, why is he here? Like, what is he doing? But like, he was like, nah, shawty, like, I can pop shove back with you. Like, understand me, like, not, you know what I'm saying, not front side like a grom. Like, bruh, you have to literally turn that primo to do that trick when you pop shove.
Straight up, right after I asked, like, does he want to be here? Does he want to get into the finals? He puts down a run like that. How high
and they gonna play him.
Climb?
Oh, they didn't play him.
91.33. Vincent Malou taking over the top spot. Wow.
I thought they was gonna play him. I thought they was gonna give him a 75.
Wow, Vincent Malou. Oh my God. Okay, well, we're gonna get ourselves together. While we do that, let's head down to Craig Mcmorris, who I think's with one of Gary Amai's favorites, Jagger Eaton.
Jagger, you saw Vincent put up that, what did he get, 91? I didn't even see it. Our run 2, are you going to go for that number 1 spot? You're already in top 5. I mean, like, are you going in or are you going to pull back?
You know, I mean, I'm not going to pull back at all. I'm hopefully making another flawless run. But, you know, as far as what I want to do, you know, I'm already in the top 5. You know, hopefully I'll stay there. You know, by the time I compete, you know, if someone, you know, bump me out or I'm in 6th place, you know, I'm going to try and up the score. But, you know, just stoked to be out here and stoked I landed my first run. You know, can't wait to see Vincent in the finals. We all know he's going to kill it. So I'm just excited.
Nice. Okay, one more quick question. A lot of the ladies in the crowd asked me, are you keeping the shirt on for run 2?
Yes, I will be keeping my shirt on for run 2.
Tough news, folks. Tough news
for who?
You guys.
I don't better keep your
it's
shirt
real
on.
news, guys.
You already know how I'm rocking.
Hey,
keep your shirt on, boy. This ain't the jungle. Better act right.
Oh my God, I'm still coming back down from Vincent Malou setting this course on fire.
No, he just did great tricks. It's not
right.
on fire.
No,
cement. I don't think you could burn cement, gas, and all that. There's a lot of stuff.
I didn't mean it in the literal sense. Tommy Finn sitting in 13th place, trying to get into that top 5. Didn't do himself any favors right there, though.
Oh. Yeah, nah. Hey, Tommy go crazy too, but yeah, nah. It's not going down. Not going down.
Tommy, one of our 2 skaters representing Australia out here, along with Shane O'Neill. trying to get Australia represented in the final, but it won't be Tommy Finn. Take another look.
Water. He's the fakey man. That's fakey man.
Tommy Fakey Finn?
Tommy Fakey.
Would that be his mobster name?
Probably.
Hey, Fakey Finn.
I'm Tommy Fakey Finn. You know, I got milk and I got bread out the back of this truck. Type.
And that score coming in at a 51.33, so he'll hold on to his
the top
first score.
spot.
He will not be moving up. Alex Midler was in the top 5, it felt like 5 minutes ago. He's now...
But then Vincent Malou came out with he had a problem.
He's now in 8th place.
He's like, hey, hold on, bro.
Alex Midler, what can Alex do? Because he had a very dialed-in run. What can he do to jump back in the top 5?
Just probably get it cleaner, because I think that's the only thing that messed with his score the first time. He was acting sketchy on that kickback lip. So.
Deshaun Jordan holding on to that 5th spot, and somehow Alex holds on.
Just get it and then throw something different in there. But he's not going to do that. He's got his line. Okay, so he's got his line dialed. He knows what he wants to do. What you got? Breathe. There you go.
So Alex Midler felt the pressure. Watch this one.
No, that's a that's a first placer. The Suski. Man, 3 lip. He been doing that since he was an infant, though. He been 3 lipping forever.
It's crazy that Alex Midler is 20 years old.
Bro, what?
And his score we're awaiting, and it comes in at a 77.66. So he does best his run 1 score, but not enough to break into the top 5. Alex Midler will not be moving on. Herman Steno trying to replace that 39.66, trying to get out of 16th place.
Ugh.
But maybe he can look at Vincent Malou and say all things are possible up until about
It's insane that, yes, he might be in 16th place, he might not be landing stuff, but as a skateboarder, this dude is amazing, bro. Like,
right, and you know what? That's a conversation that could last 5 hours.
Yeah,
and that is talking about a lot of these guys that are in this field, whether it's Herman Steno or a Jamie Foy, who may not qualify, but if you're watching at home going, oh, these guys aren't good. No. Like, don't get it twisted.
But you got to remember, like you said, rookie. Jamie Foy's a rookie. It's their first couple of contests. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are more focused on video. But since they'll be stepping in the contest the next couple years, you'll see these dudes really, you know what I'm saying? Don't be at your house like, mommy, he ain't water, like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but we've seen some of the best skateboarders in the world enter contests and come in 17th place.
Shane O'Neill is in 12th. He's better than everyone. You can catch my fade if you disagree. All right? But I'm saying, you still got to come ready. If you're gonna be in this life, you got to come ready.
We turn our attention to Axel Kreisberg.
Bro, he's in one direction.
He does have that Harry Styles hair.
Is that who it is that he looks like?
Oh, I don't know. I just made that name up. I have no idea who's in one direction.
Bro, why do you know the dudes from that group, bro?
Because he's solo now. I don't want to get into it, okay? Did not expect to talk about One Direction.
Bro, how me in One Direction?
Axel sitting in 11th place, repping Belgium.
He go crazy, too, though.
He's a guy, too. He's you know, the odds are stacked against him trying to crack into the top 5, but his style of skating, his approach
is do everything.
Horses really bodes well for him, I think, for future years at X Games. What was he just trying to do right there?
Front 180 switchback 5th. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
This one is for the fans at US Bank.
That trick is turn. Zion can do a backside. Zion does the back 180, switch front 5th. Oh no, look at that crash. Once again, you see that wheel? Stop, you see that wheel? That's when you're doing it right, children. Do one, film it slow-mo. If your wheel is moving, do it again.
A 71 for Axel. That best is run 1 score, but again, not enough to crack into the top 5. So we move our attention. Felipe Gustavo. You know, you want to say, hey, is somebody a finals guy? Like our camera, we can't even get off of Axel. Felipe Gustavo, you say, hey, yeah, a finals guy. Like Felipe Gustavo is a finals guy.
Yeah, he got finals type tricks.
But right now, he's sitting in 14th place. And really, outside of that bronze medal he earned a couple of months ago in Norway, he's had trouble.
So he got the first trick now. So now
that's what gave him issues.
Now is the knife crook. It's not going for him. Back to Brazil, like go. I'm just playing. I think he lives in LA. Pretty sure he lives in LA.
Yeah, he does.
All right. Crazy. But like, okay, so check this out. So you're a judge, right? And then you mess up on your first 2 tricks. Say he goes out, does a 900 through the channel gap.
Okay.
Can he get first place?
Well, that's the question, right? Are we judging full spectrum, an entire run?
Like, no, seriously, like his special meter hits full, right? Like,
right. A trick that, ooh.
See, like that switch foot back tail shove. You know what I'm saying? He lands 2 of the tricks, he throws that out.
Yeah.
What happens then?
I think that's the beauty of this format, right? This isn't 3 sections.
Like some dudes would do. Skate this, then skate this, then skate this. We'll judge it all. We'll give it to Nyjah, or maybe Yuto, if Nyjah's not having a good day.
Nyjah Houston pre-qualified already.
223s, the homie Michael Jordan.
Miles Silvas out of Sacramento, making his X Games.
Bro, did you see how he popped out of that back over crook?
I seen it.
I'm gonna get off him though. You feel me?
Hey, got Chase from the barracks out there doing follow cam.
You're hot.
Final 20 seconds for Miles.
Water. Messed up on a nollie crook, bro. I've actually seen him do that in his sleep.
Not the run that Miles Silvas was hoping for on his second attempt.
That wasn't the run anybody was hoping for. Hopefully he do something better than that 23 though. Oh, bro. The things I would give to be able to switch back to me the hammer.
Go on.
I'm gonna leave it there because it can go. It can start sounding sus. Like I ain't.
We could go south real quick.
It could go south. Just me saying that alone probably has somebody like, "What would he do? Like, what's wrong with him?" Nah, I just want to switch back Smith. So I should have said that.
Jagger Eaton, he's sitting in second place. Has to be feeling good about his chances. Obviously, still some big names that could bump him. Skated well on that first run. What can he do? I mean, clean things up. I know he talked to our own Craig Mcmorris. He felt pretty confident. Final 15 seconds for Jagger Eaton on his second run.
Oh, pop it. Blunt, kickflip. See what I'm saying? He's got his he has a qualifying run, and then he has a finals run. Like if he makes it to the finals,
Gary,
he has that.
He's bred for this.
Yeah. Don't get juicy. Look, he lifted his shirt up.
I'm not gonna take my shirt off.
I'll smack him. I will. Look, oh, that wheel ain't.
By the way,
that wheel is rolling.
For those watching and they're wondering about the whole shirt off thing, he did it at X Games Norway. Like, he competed with the shirt off, and Gary and I roasted him a little bit. We had fun with it. And then he went to the park qualifier in Boise just a few weeks ago, and he didn't have his shirt off, and we were like asking him about it, and he was like, "Oh, it's cold out. That's why I'm keeping my shirt on." We're indoors now.
Yeah.
Brandon, I'm glad you cleared that up for the folks at home, because that sounds pretty messed up if we were just talking
I felt like I left you on an island there, Krager. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You asked that question.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about little boys in their shirts
and
anyway.
Jagger didn't give you the response. There was no chuckle. I was like, oh no, we should not have gone there.
Are you guys familiar with the suicide pass in hockey?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I am not. I can tell you that for sure.
All right, let's get back to Jamie Foy right here, boys.
Jamie Foy, Craig, you're out there. You watched him all of practice. This is a guy that we know has the bag of tricks to get into the final, right, Krager?
Yes.
That's fine, Craig.
You ain't gotta say nothing. You can just leave us high and dry.
Yeah, he's probably out eating a granola bar or something. Oh! Again, it was better than his first run.
Yeah.
Gonna try to get this last one in. Is it a buzzer beater? Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Jamie Foy, welcome to the X Games, and I don't know if I've heard
that's easy. Hey, look, you know how easy that is for him to snap a board? Because the homie he losing weight, but the homie still burly. He's still built like a Chipotle burrito.
Okay, can we look at this one more time?
He really still built like a Chipotle burrito. So
the drop.
Bro, how do you just game have fakey fight? Like, dude.
And this right here, this is the loudest I heard US Bank Stadium all day.
He can snap a Mega Ram board like that. He can really snap a Mega Ram board like that.
He's making some fans, man.
She good.
Jamie Foy just became the most popular guy in this event. Look at these kids.
That's the Boys and Girls Club
right there. That's the Twin Cities Boys and Girls Club. I love it. What a souvenir. Deshaun Jordan's on the bubble. Will he move on to the final? Find out when we return. Welcome back to the Monster Energy Men's Skateboard Street Qualifier. We're going from 18 down to just 5 who will be qualifying for this weekend's final. All eyes right now on Deshaun Jordan, who's holding on to that bubble spot, that 5th spot. Ryan DeCenzo right behind him. He's yet to drop in for his second attempt. Vincent Malou just came correct on his second run. He was down at the bottom of the standings, and he took over the top spot with that 91.33. We'll see who's going to catch him. But right now, Ashad Ware is just trying to get in that top 5 conversation. He's sitting in 11th place.
For how long? Forever. Is the return of the Mac on? Oh, they hooked him up.
I don't think it's any coincidence.
Oh, they hooked him up.
That the track from his latest video part, of course, his dunk colorway just got released. It's been a good year for Ashad Ware, but right now he's just trying to get into that top 5. And do you think it's easier or tougher for the judges when it comes to a guy like Ashad, who just skates the course with such a different mentality?
Yeah,
and no rhyme or reason to it.
Because some of the, like that Wally gap is impossible. So you don't score that. You just see him like kind of flowing. That's something very hard. Like nobody else gonna try that.
And we wondered how much he liked this course, but then you saw him. I saw clips on Instagram all day yesterday of him just completely annihilated.
What did he do?
He was just crushing the rails, and it just seemed.
Oh, okay. So I seen Shane was filming him do a nollie flip back tail.
The nollie flip back tail on that, yeah, and it was like, oh, okay, Ashad is ready for this one, and unfortunately today just not his day. It looks good in that that French national jersey,
bro. If you don't, no, I'm just messing with you right now, bro. You good? You valid, G. You valid. You good.
They just won the World Cup, Gary. Can I talk about it?
I forgot that they did that. Shout out to all them African dudes that won the World Cup, man. The French Africans.
Zion Wright, he's sitting in 3rd place with that massive 83. Can he maybe even bump up over Eaton or take the top spot away from Malou?
If he gets his crook. He was doing it across and down. If he would have did it across and down, then for sure. But what we got? Trick after trick after trick after trick. 3 rock.
Oh yes.
Push. Go. 5. 4. Buzzer beater. What you got?
He's gonna try and get this one in.
Count it.
Oh my.
Count it. If you don't, I don't like you as a person. Count it.
Zion Wright just acting like he's been here 10 years before.
He got a hole in his head right now.
Gary Brando, is that number 1?
Nah.
I don't know if it best Malou's.
Because he didn't lock that kick foot from 50.
It's definitely upping his score.
I'm saying high 2nd.
I think it.
Nah.
You don't think it gets 90?
He's gonna get a good 3rd. He's gonna get a good 3rd.
Well, he's in 3rd.
Like I'm saying, a better 3rd. He'll probably do like an 86 or 87. That's what I'm thinking.
Gary's usually pretty good at these, at the score prediction.
Actually 2nd. I say 2nd.
I say
higher 3rd.
I say 90.
Higher 3rd. Shit stuck with my gut feeling because I know what I'm talking about because I said it.
An 84.66, so 3rd place is where he stays, but he does up his score. Here's Deshaun Jordan. He's sitting in that 5th spot. Top 5 move on to the final. But he wants to climb the ladder a little bit, give himself some breathing room so he doesn't get bumped, and does not do himself any favors there, Gary.
Nope.
Again, 5th is where you want to be when the contest is over. 5th is not where you want to be when Shane O'Neill
Deshaun's got a lot of power, man. Like, he's got a lot of power on a skateboard, dude.
When Chris Jocelyn still need to drop in. So Deshaun is just going to have to Sit, wait, and hope.
And pray. He's going to have to pray that all the top pro dudes is just not
He just
pro.
he took the more traditional way down the stairs.
Oh, he walked down them?
Realizing
He took the human approach?
that his run was done.
Pinnacle.
So Deshaun will have to sit and wait and stay in that 5th spot. Trent Mcclung, he's sitting in 7th. Had a very good first run. If he wants to bump out Deshaun, he would need to best an 81 here on his 2nd and final attempt.
And that little Euro, bruh. That tiny Euro has been getting everyone.
Tough one for Trent Mcclung.
Yeah, he's yeah. What you got? So disappointed.
This is
He's so disappointed.
This is
You know when your parents be like, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed? That's how he
That
feels
was
about
that
that
face
tray
right
flip.
Yeah, that one sucks the air out of him a little bit. But he should hold his head up high, man. In his X Games debut, skated
you know what I'm
very
saying? He was
well
a wild
with these
card.
guys. He was a wild card.
He was supposed to be
He
here.
only got in because he was an alternate. He only got in because Torrey Pudwell got hurt. Skated really well nonetheless. A top 10 finish, you know, 7th overall. We'll see if it stays.
Yeah,
But
the homie proved himself to the world. No,
Not bad.
people that ain't never seen him, they're like, okay.
not bad at all. All right, we turn our attention to Shane O'Neill.
Bro, let's see if the Euro gets him too.
Again, if you're not familiar with skateboarding, you're looking at like the most talented guy in the world.
Yeah, period.
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 And he's on the outside looking in.
There we go.
And the thing about it is, Gary, I feel like I say it every time about Shane, is he's so methodical, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, he does. Uh-oh. Is that Deshaun? I was about to say that. Deshaun. Uh-oh. Deshaun,
I think.
did you miss your house? Deshaun, do you miss where you live?
Final 5 seconds for Shane O'Neill.
'Cause Shane about to hook it up.
He just switched the programming on himself.
Stall him out, Devo. Oh my God! Look at him. It's easy. Look at me. It's easy.
Like he's not breaking a sweat.
Why doesn't
on
he have his own shoe? I don't know.
some of the hardest tricks you will ever see anywhere.
To play them, bro. Look at Shane. Swagger. Ooh. Water. He
Again.
said he changed his programming. He switched his hard drives to victory.
13 X Games appearances, just 1 X Games medal. It doesn't make sense, but right now he was just trying to get into the final. There you see Deshaun Jordan clinging to that 5th spot. Couldn't do himself any favors before. Double thumbs up. Shane O'Neill.
Deshaun, do you miss your house?
An 85.
Do you miss your house?
Shane O'Neill jumps up into the top 5.
He just hooked you up.
And with that, Deshaun Jordan is officially bumped out. Wow. So with that, Luan Oliveira gets him the bubble spot. He'll still get one more shot at it, and no.
So does he have to pull a Bible out?
Oh, Luan.
Does he have to pull a Bible out now?
Oh.
Or scripture? All different religions. Does he have to get them all and see which one works?
Here's the problem with what's going on in Luan's run. Oh, boy. He's not landing anything. And following him, Ryan DeCenzo,
Who's landed at?
Chris Jocelyn.
Oh God! Imagine. Okay.
All 3 of those guys aren't in.
Let's think. Let's switch this to you're running from people,
Yeah.
and Chris Jocelyn and Ryan DeCenzo, competition-wise, are following, they chasing you down the block. You screaming, bro. Chris Jocelyn is something else. Oh, water.
When you're in the elimination spot in a qualifier, you want to shut the door. You want to lock
you know, like, I'm sitting right here.
Maybe you don't
want to Rosa Parks your spot. You want a real life real.
Maybe
I ain't getting up.
Maybe the door is cracked. Luan just opened the door wide open.
Bro,
Come
no.
on in, fellas.
Yeah.
Come on in. There's snacks on the table.
Yeah, nah, he got he left a full course meal on the table.
But here's the thing.
And he went shopping at Best Buy and let people see him go inside with 3 new TVs.
When you're on the bubble spot and you still have a chance to up the ante and give yourself some breathing room, you try to do just that. That was uncharacteristic of Luan Oliveira. My goodness. There's the standings there. Luan will still hold on to that 5th spot. But for how long? Chris Jocelyn is sitting in 10th place. He would need to best an 82.33 to jump up into the top 5 and bump out Luan.
Switch backside lip slide. I can't think of a harder, like, Jagger be doing those too, but he be messing up because he wants to switch back Smith. I can't really think of a harder thing. Bro, told you, he's not landing it. You seen that?
His feet stay on the board.
Bro, he refuses to not have his feet near a skateboard. That counted. I don't care what you say. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right.
Post buzzer. So Jocelyn doesn't finish the way he wanted, but take another look. Half board will travel. Trying to replace that 72 again. Luan is holding to that 5th and final spot.
Bro, did the Matrix?
Unfortunately,
he's
69. Nice, but it won't be enough.
He's actually mad.
He just... he says he promised his board to someone else, unfortunately. He's winded. And Luan lives to see at least another skater. Will Ryan DeCenzo be the guy that jumps up into the top 5 and bumps out Luan? Here's his chance.
Probably.
Boys, you remember in run 1, Ryan DeCenzo was in that 5th and final qualifying spot with a fall.
Yeah, good point.
That's how good his run was?
Yeah.
Very good point, Craig. So, by that thought, no fall would equal better score, which would mean back to top 5.
Gotta get this kick. He's feeling good, bro.
Oh,
no, sir.
My goodness.
No, sir. No, sir.
Ryan.
He probably had to go back to Canada, eh? That was a bad Canadian accent.
That was bad.
That was
just,
bro.
That's just.
All right, so I'm gonna take the headphones off and leave because that was the worst.
Let's put that away. Lock
Canadian
it up,
accent
and never talk about it again.
all time.
Hey,
It wasn't that
Craig,
bad, you guys.
Craig,
it wasn't that bad.
I mean, it was as bad as that kick from Crook with 0 pinch.
Craig, what went wrong there on the trick for Ryan?
I mean, he got the flick. He
that
put it down on the
back foot,
rail, but
that
it looked
back
like his
foot.
back foot was just coming off there.
Wasn't
to
it?
Look at Ryan and T-Puds there. But Luan Oliveira, I mean, another breath taken. He's still alive.
So
I mean,
wow.
Hey, no. Look, the breath, but Yuto is the dude. Come on, bro.
That breath will turn into a careless whisper with Yuto Horigome. I'm telling you right now, Luan, it all comes down to this. He's sitting in that 5th spot. Yuto is on the outside looking in. He is the only guy that can crash this top 5 party and bump out Luan.
Does he miss Japan? Tune in next episode. Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, we weren't just talking about Yuto getting to the final. We were talking about him winning the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
But 20 seconds stand between him and a qualifying spot. He's got to best Luan's 82.33 to get into the top 5. He'll try to get one more in. A little more hustle, Yuto.
Luan's like, you know what? I do miss the crib. I could go home.
You just heard Yuto. What do you think? What do you think, Gary Rogers?
I would put him in the 5th spot.
Just enough to edge out
Because you're
Luan.
not, like, man, and I love Luan. That's the bro god. But this, right, yeah, man. This at 83. Stop playing with the kid, bro. That was all switch and nollie. Come on now.
So Luan Oliveira is holding on to that 5th and final qualifying spot with the score of 82.33.
Bro, do not play with me right now.
We await Yuto's run 2 score, the final skater to drop in here today in qualifying. Sitting next to Shane O'Neill, he's already in. Did Yuto do enough? There you see Luan. An 88, and he does just that, taking over the 3rd spot, moving into the top 5, and with that, Luan Oliveira showing him some love as he officially gets knocked out. Wow. Tough break for Luan, but Yuto Horigome is on another level right now, Gary.
Yeah. That was weird. How they dropped in together. I don't know if y'all seen that. The way they dropped the high five.
The stripe top handshake drop in. Man, they got that thing choreographed. Wow. That is as good as it gets for qualifying. Yuto Horigome saving his absolute best for last. And those are your top 5. Luan Oliveira, don't pay any attention to his name. He's not moving on. It's Vincent Malou, Jagger Eaton, Yuto Horigome, Shane O'Neill, and Zion Wright moving on to this weekend's final. My goodness.
Wow.
You know, here's what's amazing to me is, you know, the story really became the second half of run number 2. Is Luan going to hold on to his hole? But and here's our start list for the final. Can we talk about Vincent Malou?
New blood really came
Talk about
like,
Vincent Malou skating in the final.
Hey, he really slid.
And of course, they join our podium: Nigel Houston, Alec Mcmorris, Kelvin Hoffman.
He did a trick I would never expect anybody to try to do in a competition. And then Yuto really, with that last second, I'm about to get in this. All I know is victories.
Well, we saw Yuto's first run. That wasn't Yuto.
No, it was not.
It said Yuto on the screen, but whoever was skating,
it was that other
time,
kid.
it was not Yuto. So that's going to do it for us here for the Monster Energy Men's Skateboard Street qualifying. Congratulations, Vincent Malou, Jagger Eaton, Yuto Horigome, Shane O'Neill, and Zion Wright. You move on to the final. We're just getting started here at X Games Minneapolis. Don't go anywhere.
Good job.
Welcome, everyone, to X Games Minneapolis 2018. It is day 2, and we're just getting started. We are so excited for Next X. It's our amateur skateboard park competition. Brandon Graham joined alongside the legend Bob Burnquist this year in the booth. Again, still surreal that you're like hanging out with us this year doing it, man. We are
to be here.
Very humbled, very privileged. But what I love about Next X is this is where it gets started, the grassroots of skateboarding, seeing our future superstars out here right in front of us today.
Yeah, and you would think they're just, little kids skateboarding, but what they put down is incredible. You'd be like, wow, they could be actually with the pros.
Yeah,
so
there's no doubt about that.
It's going to be really good to watch, and a great opportunity for them to put it out there for you.
A fun contest in store. We've also got the third member of our team, Craig Mcmorris, who's out there on the course. Craig, we always love to see this competition, and I know you've been watching these kids out there on the park course. They absolutely rip.
Absolutely tear this bowl apart. I mean, the vibe around this competition is so sick because everybody has their opportunity to get on the world's biggest stage. So the vibes are fun, but I mean, these kids are putting it down like nobody else. I mean, they're only steps away, as you said, from being at that pro level.
Thank you, Craig. Yeah, so let's take a look at this format and what we have in store for you today. We've got 6 skaters out here, each only getting 2 45-second runs. The best run counts. Again, we've just got so much going on here, Bob. You'd love in a final for these young cats to maybe get a third run in,
would be the best.
This is kind of how we've got to do things with all the pro events and qualifying.
Well, they're here.
Yeah,
They're here, they're skating, and I think they appreciate that. But they got 2 runs, and they're pretty consistent. They're out there. I was skating earlier, and the guys are ripping. The lines on this park are super fun, and I think you'll see them taking advantage of those 2 runs.
This is a neat field that we've had out here. I've gotten a chance to watch a lot of these kids at other AMP contests and qualifying events, and even locally. And there you see Asher Bradshaw.
Little big man.
Is so fun to watch, and
yes,
he's a ripper. You see him in park, you see him in vert, and he shreds anything you put in his way.
Yeah, you saw him on the big air ramp last year. He was skating
right
with us, and then he's a kid that throws 900s in bowls. So, that's the level of the AMs of Next X here.
The future very bright for the LA kid, just 14 years old, and again, it just speaks to his talent. He wants to do it all.
Yes.
He doesn't want to just be a park kid. He doesn't want to just be a vert guy. He's a skateboarder, and that's what he'll tell you.
That's skateboarding these days. You got to do it all. You got to skate it all. Makes you a better skateboarder all around. Starting out with the 360, using his little big air mega skills there for that obstacle. Setting up. Look at that 540. Asher getting tech, frontside nose grind. Nice. That's the boneless wall. Little back spit there with the under angle. Really good line by Asher here, trying to find the speed, keep the speed up to hit the big walls, transfer into the bank there. That's a big vert wall right there. He just kick turned in. Smith grind around the corner. Packing it up. Little alley-oop.
Just stacking tricks.
Yeah, he's grinding up, trying to get the cross deck checking there. Seems to be getting a little tired. Gets the stillfish in just a little bit over, but that was a really good run.
It really was.
I think he only needed 1 run format.
Asher Bradshaw, of course, the youngest skater to land a 9. He did it when he was 10 years old at Woodward West.
Starts out with a 360 over the box. Really solid spin, in control, and then the 540. This is a really good wall.
I was going to ask, you've been skating this park throughout the day. Your thoughts on this course here in 2018?
Really good. I had a great time. There's a lot going on in a tight space.
A 62.66 for Asher, and the bar officially set here at Next X.
In the mix there, saying what's up.
Yeah, that's what I love about this contest, right? As you come to the big show, you get to come to X Games. Yeah, it's an amateur contest, but all these kids are 12, 13, 14 years old. And then you have a legend like Jake Brown sitting there cheering you on.
Hanging, checking it out.
And Bob Burnquist calling your tricks. So here's Taylor 9.
He gets across the box, a little crossbone, some speed. There's that little 1-foot body jar. Back trail, tail over the man trap there. Just trying to use some hips. Backside air disaster. Stale fish over the hip into an alley-oop. Packing a 1-2 combo, that's good. A little mute fast plant. That's what I mean. That's the boneless wall. I think you'll see it. A lot of people do boneless there. That tail slide.
And I love that angle that we're able to put a camera,
that's
a
really
camera
good
in that nook.
Perspective there. Oh, just about trying to get that backside ollie on that big old wall. It's hard keeping your speed coming back into that wall. It's a big wall, but you got to. I was talking to actually Sorgente earlier. He was just telling me, hey, you got to, whatever wall you see, you want to hit it. So.
My goodness, Alex Sorgente, by the way, I cannot wait to watch him.
Here's his
in
crossbone
the pro final.
Over the box here, starting out, get some speed.
Taylor,
here's his combo here with the stale fish and then right into the alley-oop. So that was a good one too. I want to do that as much as possible. Try to just, you know, hit walls, get tricks. Got so much time.
A 53.33 for the kid from Costa Mesa. That puts him into second place.
This
early.
kid, Luis Francisco, he is one of our national team from Brazil, park rider here.
Wow.
He's our guy, and he's here at the Next X, and you'll see what I mean.
What do we get when we watch Luis Francisco skate the ball?
Well, you get a bonus like that.
Goodness!
That's what you get, and then you get flow lines, stale fish. Look at the height. He's got power. He skates with the big boys. He got an opportunity to be at X Games. He's going to take it.
Oh, and it just slips away. But Bob, you were not kidding.
That's what I mean. I mean, this Luis would deserve
He'll throw
a
this
spot
one away.
in the mix.
He gets another attempt, but watching how high above the coping he gets,
you can tell
this
the
is
power
not. That's
there.
not an am. That's not an am.
No, he's taking advantage of this opportunity to be at X Games, and he's here. He's been ripping for a long time. Just trying to keep after a bail, just trying to keep it going. Taking his foot off on the frontside ollie, but you can tell the power that he has. There's that heel flip Indy. Getting tech.
He told our
five over the hip.
He told our research team he likes to go as high as possible.
Kick the backflip.
That's no lie.
Yes, Luis Francisco, really great job. Earlier this year in one of our Brazilian events. Now here's that bonus. Now look at that. That's extended. That's maxed. You know, that's probably one of the best bonus you'll see from anyone.
Or pro.
Exactly, in this event. Spinning at 540 over the hip there to just get that 5 in. It's a little bit less of a spin, but it's a very solid trick.
Again, a 59.66.
Had a bail in there.
Yeah, he did, and I almost thought it seemed midway through like maybe he was going to throw it away, but then he threw a few more tricks together.
You're taking advantage. That's 2 runs.
Absolutely.
Now you want to practice. You got the ramp. You got the whole park for yourself, so take the runs, get ready for the next run.
Here's Liam Pace, 17 years old, making his X Games debut. He's a freshman at the University of Arizona.
A little nollie in on the rolling for some spice. Into the big man rail. Nice nose grind over the man trap into a backside. Almost hung up on that, but keeping the speed up for that. Eggplant on the big wall. Flat bar. He's hitting trick after trick. Nice cab in the air over the box into that corner.
Really
Here's that
utilizing
transfer.
this entire course.
That's been unique here on this part. Good job keeping the speed up. You know, hitting those walls. Nice body jar. Tight wall. Oh, an Indy 5. That is incredible. Really good run. Kickflip Indy over the hip.
Wow, Liam Pace.
Yeah, this is no joke. These guys are putting it out there. One run, and he does it.
That is awesome.
That should do it.
That looks like a first place run for Liam Pace.
Look at this. See, this is a big obstacle in the mix, and you got to keep your speed up to hit this. Yeah, sure, I'm grinding, but now you got to get back in. And he does it
And as you said,
effortlessly.
there's really some unique features in this edition, this year's park course.
Yeah, and usually that has to, oh, look at that Indy 5 angle from under. That was incredible. Really good shot, really good trick.
An 87 for Liam Pace.
Yeah, that would be it.
Catapulting him up in the first place.
Saw that coming.
So from our tallest competitor in the field, Liam Pace at 5'9", to our shortest, Tate Carew, 13 years old. I have it here in his bio, 4 feet tall.
With big tricks like that start transfer into a 1-foot body jar, connecting there, taking his foot off on the mute. Alley-oop frontside air into the bank. Nice indie air. Mute 5, really well done. Into that little slop plant. And there's the boneless wall. I'm just going to call it, that's the boneless wall.
That's what it's
The
becoming.
heel flip indie, keeping it. Trick after tricks, finding, sticking, keeping the speed up by hitting all those walls. All right, feeble grind in that corner. Little switch carve, setting back up. A little El Gario action in frontside ollie, smacking the tail, and a little lean disaster. And I think that heard something. That's the buzzer. So those two tricks there were after time.
So run 1 in the books for the 13-year-old San Diego native.
I like this.
This is
very
pretty.
well done. Mute 5 landed perfect and just spun textbook Mute 540. That's a really good wall right there. I was doing a couple airs, and that would be the wall for a 5, and they're skying. Great job.
A 71.33, good enough for second place for Tate.
They don't look nervous to me. You'd think, yeah, X Games, I'm nervous. They're putting it down. This kid.
Oh my goodness.
Watch Gavin.
Gavin Barker out of Oceanside, 11 years young. He's the youngest one in our field, but don't
Now,
let his age fool
back
you.
Smith into that transfer frontside air, backside air, 11 years old. I got my first board when I was 11 years old. Look at what he's doing. Mute 5. Wow. With power, got above the lip there with his little fast plant slob, alley-oop. Look at, oh, boneless 360. Look how he has to, he puts his hand on his
Really
legs there.
to
He needs that power, but he actually gets it. He gets up there.
So
Cab heel
much
flip.
style. He's
Really?
riding a Powell Peralta flight deck. 7.5 by 28.65.
I'm impressed by the height of his airs because of the, he doesn't have that power, but you can see when he's carving around, he's putting his hand on like to keep it. There's that nice little frontside air transfer into the takeoff.
The smallest
of the
guy
box
in our
there,
field,
just
but
squatting it out.
he doesn't skate like it.
But look at that 540. That's a high, that's a tall 5, you know, and he's gunning for speed. He had to land really good to get that, and then a little boneless 360. That was well done. Nice job, man. It's really great to see, and that's just the start. Gavin, man, he just wants to go in again and skate. That's it.
So we await Gavin's run 1 score here at the Next X Skateboard Park Final, a 63.66, good enough for 3rd place.
Well, he can get that cab heel in there, and that should make it, that should change things up. He's got a trick to land and get a better score on the next run.
We're halfway done, run 1 in the books, and it's Liam Pace setting the pace with that huge 87 on his first attempt. More from Next X Skateboard Park Final, run number 2, when we return. An awesome day 2 here at X Games Minneapolis. Huge crowd in to watch our first day officially under the roof in US Bank Stadium. Of course, we had skateboard and BMX vert last night outside. Now everything indoors for the rest of the weekend, and we are in the midst of the Next X Skateboard Park Final. These kids have put on a show, Bob Burnquist. We
yes, they
get ready for second and final runs. Liam Pace is our current leader with that huge 87, but really impressive skating across the board.
Yeah, and with the 2-run format, you got to come out swinging, and that's what they're doing. They're going for it. They try to get their run in, and those who did are amped. Those who didn't are ready to put it down right now, and this is it.
There's Asher Bradshaw. He's sitting in 4th place, trying to replace a 62.66.
He's going to bump it up, starting out with this 360 over the gap to a 540 right there. That wall. Nice nose grind, getting tech, getting bionic, the boneless on the bank. Now the Smith grind, backside Smith grind into that little gap. Transfer, keeping the speed up, hitting those walls. All right, into the bank. That's where that kick turn might get him a little bit, but going for the heel flip just didn't have enough speed. It's hard to keep the speed up there, really, and you got to be hitting every inch, every transition, pumping, and that was a good run. Just too bad he had to fall there.
There you see Jake Brown talking to him. We take another look. Bob, what do you think of this one versus his first run?
It was right there. I mean, it seemed like he wanted to step it up, and the tricks were the same there. He just actually didn't even end up finishing his run, but that was a solid 540. And, you know, that was the line he had. You know, lost a little bit of speed there on that kick turn, but you know, he tried to put it together. So that was good. That was a great showing by Asher there.
That score coming in at a 55.66, so he'll hold on to his first run score of a 62.66. Again, only 6 skaters, only 2 runs.
Yeah,
here's Taylor 9.
All right. Well, the first run he just kind of did a crossbone over it, and he wanted to step it up with the 360. So that was great for him for trying that. That throws that run away, but he should keep going. He should skate. The park's there in front of him. No one skating, no crowd. I would take that. Well, alley-oop. I keep the speed up. Backside ollie. On the big vert wall. Indy transfer hip. Nice backside tail. Getting tech there. All right, with a hip 50. Frontside ollie. That's nice. That's a little good combo of going for the kickflip Indy. Yeah, he got a couple good little sequences of tricks. He has a good line. Too bad he had to bail that 360 on the start there, but that was a little Indy air over the hip there. Nice style. Nose bone.
And again, I think this is just, at the end of the day, there's so much stoke going around. This is just really a showcase of young talent, and it's the realest sense.
Yeah, they get to come here and they skate and have a good time, be a part of it, put a run down, and you know, I think that this is a great experience. You know, you got a lot of eyes on you, and you got cameras, and you got time starts. You know, before you're just skating the park, now you got to like actually wait.
So here's Luis Francisco, who
he wants
could have fooled us early,
thinking
transfer there. We were watching the pro final on his first run.
Because of, with the bone. That was a really nice boneless with a nose bone in there with Luis. Backside air, trying to keep the speed up. Smith grind. There's the one he bailed on the first run. Kickflip Indy over the gap, or over the hip. Little body jar slide, taking the foot off on the Indy air. Slob plant on the big wall, hitting the flat bar. That'll make a difference. Not many people doing that. Oh, there's a fun front alley 1 foot with the alley-oop, stacking the tricks in here. Heel flip Indy.
This is the run he was looking for, Bob.
Staying in there. He wants more. And the 5. He needed that 5. He didn't have speed. That is too bad.
Oh my goodness. Well, of course, Brazil's
smile.
so rich in park talent. Pedro Barros, it goes without saying,
the
best in the world. Look at
nice
this.
little transfer for speed. I'll try that tomorrow. That looks fun. I don't know if I'll get it, but Luis did. He did in his run.
Bob's getting inspired here
I always
during
am.
Next X.
I like that boneless. Boneless to nose bone. Different than what he was doing. And here's the flat bar. You want to add that element in there. It's there.
Oh, that is stylish.
And he came out clean on that. There's a lot packed in that tight little park.
An 80 for Luis, jumping him all the way up into second place.
All right.
What a run. And now we turn our attention to our current leader, Liam Pace. He's saying, what more do you want from me?
He needs an 87. And he got it.
So Liam,
this is the no pressure run here. That's it.
Yeah. Obviously, there's still a couple of guys to go after him, but
yeah,
he skated so well on run number 1.
There's the trick. When it happens, you're like, wow, okay, that, you got on the 50-50, but then when your front truck doesn't get on there, that's not a good sign, and that was a slam. I know he's feeling it. He's lifting that arm up. The other one's hurting.
So Liam will call it a day, and we'll see what goes wrong here.
His front truck slips out, and then you get the blind side bail right at the end, which is not. Ooh, glad that foot didn't roll because that was a weird spot to land. I feel you, man. The concrete is rough.
Falling in a bowl is never fun. So Liam Pace will hold on to his first run score, of course, with that 87. And he's had an amazing showing so far today.
One of the cool things to be at X Games is that he gets access to that incredible medical crew.
Very good
Which
point.
I've had great experience over the years.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows that team better than you, Bob.
They are amazing. So
there's Tate Carew. I'm just going off on a limb here. I think I was wrong when I said he was 4 feet tall last run. I think he's a little taller than that.
He just packed in quite a few tricks in the start, right into the mute 5. This is a really good run, connecting, staying hungry, as we say, with the boneless, and really wanting more speed. You can tell he's pumping. He wants it. He wants that next wall. That's a style of skating, just always wanting to hit and get a trick in. Nice backside ollie. Started off really strong and getting the tech in there with a feeble grind around the corner. Little switch. Oh, I know what's coming here from the first run. If he gets this, it should better. There's the cab heel. That is a great run. I don't know, man. That was an amazing run right here. Right into a body varial 5. That was after time, but I don't care. I'll take that.
Hey, that
I'll give my
was
respect.
for the fans here at US Bank Stadium.
That was insane. Really well done.
But that is how you close out a run. Tate Carew, way better than what we saw in his first attempt. Was it enough for him to knock out Pace?
But that was an incredible run. Just starts out, takes foot off on the mute, over the box. That was just to get some speed. After that, he did like 4 tricks in 5 seconds, it seemed like. And then right into this alley-oop, very stylish alley-oop frontside air into the bank. Let's see what people think, because that
buddy Keegan Palmer
got him, dude.
So a
Keegan
78.33. Carew stays in 3rd place. That's interesting. I thought that might have been enough to give him a little bit more climb on the standings.
Yeah, and that just goes for different lines, different approach, and then you got the judges looking at things with their own view, and I mean, anything can happen. Any guys deserve it. That was a great run.
So here's Gavin Barker with the final run here in Next X.
He didn't squat out of that one, and he's hungry, and he's doing it. Look at that 360 with a judo. Right into that nice mute 540, solid on his board. Slob plant on the big wall, above the lip, alley-oop, the hip, boneless 360. Little switch car, putting the hands on the legs to get some speed there. And he wants this. It's the cab heel flip he didn't get on the other run. So that is awesome. Great run. Oh, grind into the hip, using the park obstacle aspect of it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, that's a little boneless 360.
Gavin Barker having himself a
little
day.
Switch frontside boneless. All right. Yeah.
And he just absolutely claims it as he should. What a run.
That was awesome.
And listen to this crowd.
Yeah, Gavin.
Again, that's what this is all about. You know what I mean?
Man.
Again, getting to see these young AMs out here skating on the same course as the pros in front of the fans.
He's checking himself out on the Jumbotron. That's right, dude. You're
An
here. You're at X Games.
83.66 for the 11-year-old. That puts Gavin up into second place.
Wow.
What a way to finish the Next X Skateboard Park final.
Look at this Mute 5. Comes in, solid spin with a solid landing, ready for the next trick. And there's the cab heel. Very well done. Squatting it out to make sure he keeps rolling.
You see the rest of the competitors showing them love. And the reality is so many of these guys skate together regularly. These guys know each other super well.
Yeah, and you know, that's why they're skating so amazing. You know, they're being pushed by the big guys. There's Imana. All right, look at this.
Yeah.
We got the gold medalist,
Our
Liam
podium
Pace.
is set.
Kevin with the silver, and Luis Francisco from Brazil with the bronze.
That was
a
awesome.
solid showing there. Amazing lines, awesome skateboarding.
Yeah, what a fun finish to see Gavin Barker put that down when it mattered most on the final run of the contest.
Full pressure.
To jump up into podium position and take that silver medal spot.
All right.
So that's going to do it for Next X Skateboard Park final. We're just getting started. Don't go anywhere. There's a look at the Next X Skateboard Street course, which is coming up right after this. Congratulations again to Liam Pace taking the gold medal position, followed by Gavin Barker and Luis Francisco. And a big congratulations to our entire field here in the Next X Skateboard Park final. Again, don't go anywhere. Next X Skateboard Street, still to come. Day 2 rolls on here at X Games Minneapolis. We come to you from our home at US Bank Stadium. And it's time for an event that we absolutely love, the Next X Skateboard Street Final, where we showcase some of the best AM talent in the world out here on the X Games stage. Brandon Graham alongside Gary Rogers. And this is really cool, man. 6 AM skaters out here on the same course as the pros. And they each get a couple attempts out here. We count the best score, and they can skate away with a medal.
That's insane.
So we've got a really fun lineup of guys who will be making their X Games debut. They range in age from 10 all the way up to 17.
Yeah, it's like a 17 and under. That's crazy.
What were you doing at 10 years old? You don't have to answer that if it's incriminating.
Dude, annoying everyone. So I'm still.
So not much has changed.
Not much has changed since 10, bro. Well, all right, damn. That's cool. It's cool. It's facts. It's facts. But
it's been a good day, by the way, as you take a look at this format. 6 skaters, 2 45-second runs each. We count the best score. It's been a busy day out here on the street course. We had the ladies qualifier this morning. We just wrapped up minutes ago the men's qualifier,
which
was fire.
Crazy.
But now we turn our attention to next X. Miles Strampello will be our first skater to drop in, and there's a look at our 6. And
boy, if you
Miles.
All right, so
Miles popping the top in his X Games debut, flexing on him, by the way.
He ain't got no shirt on, bro.
Pulling that Heymana Reynolds, that Jagger Eaton.
Nah, Heymana don't be having no shoes on.
Can we talk about this for a second?
I'm not. He's 12.
12 years old, Miles Strampello. Ditches the shirt, and he's ready to go. Look at him. Go? Do I go? Do I go? Out of Huntington Beach. It says he's 5'9" in his bio. I don't believe that.
That's not facts, is it?
There was a glitch in the machine. There had to be. But here's Miles.
Hey, he's getting off, though.
Wasting no time. Were you out there skating? Were you out there skating with these guys at all during practice?
No, I did not catch none of the little guys skating. I just seen Cater like upstairs in the athlete lounge and stuff like that. But I didn't catch none of these little dudes skating. They were just enjoying life as they had free food and acai. That's it. Bruh, little bruh.
He didn't come to play.
No, he fully did.
Strampello.
No, he did. He's playing somewhere. Before, after.
Before, after. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Not during, though. You're right. Not during at all. He's for no games.
You know, if we were in a pro qualifier, I'd say, hey, for a debut,
he would have got
that's
eighth.
A great first run.
He was solid, got 8th.
Stays on his board. Love this note. Did his first contest at age 5 at the OC Festival, and he won $200 for winning it.
I like that fakey switch bone with the grab in.
78.33, and he's gold chaining and puka shelling it.
Yo, he got rap music in Huntington Beach around his neck.
So here's Laser Crawford, the youngest competitor in our field, part of that just Arizona machine of skateboarders.
He was born in 2008 or 7.
That's a really good point.
He wasn't even alive for 9/11.
Laser Crawford.
He front blooding.
10 years old, homeschooled 7th grader.
He in 7th grade at 10?
I assume he just finished 7th grade. Wait, 10 years old.
Yeah, hold on.
That means he'll be graduating high school next year.
At the pace he at, he getting his work done, kids. I can respect it. I'm not in the cutting class.
I'm told 5th grade in my ear.
All right, I was about to say. I don't think we're tripping off how fire this run is. Little homie, both of them ain't failed.
2 runs in.
Half-cap board 270 into the bank, off the little bank.
2 full pulls. We didn't even see that in the pro qualifier.
He would have got a solid 6th place in the pro things now.
Next X Skateboard Street Final. Laser Crawford. His parents did him right. Laser.
They hooked him.
He was either going to be an American Gladiator or a skater.
They hooked him up.
An 83 for Laser. He takes over the top spot early. Wow. I don't know if that's his father, but that is a...
Yeah, you don't need to tell him
heck of a beard right there.
It's a dread, bro. Cater still. Now, Cater is on fire right now. I mean, obviously not during this run, but as far as skateboarding goes.
Cater out of Encino. His parents are from the Ivory Coast.
He skates like a 9.
He's going to be a junior in the fall, riding Baker.
He just got braces.
Describes his skating style as trash. That's what he said.
His style is trash.
I don't see it.
Well, hey, man, you know these kids. How do you make that still work?
Caterzilla having no problem with this course. Our entire field showing no issue with this course.
Yeah, no, he failed on the backside 360 flip. Bro, stop. Stop skating. Wow. That back 3 nose grab is great. Bro, his board is bigger than him.
.65.33 for Zilla. Man, I'm just impressed with this field, you know? You don't get a chance to see a lot of these AMs, and you're not sure what they're going to bring to the table in this format, on this course. So far, a lot to like about it. Here's Marcus Montoya, 17 years old, out of Broward County, Florida. His family
Kodak's
moved to Sherman Oaks just last month.
Kodak from Broward. Now, I just started hearing about him, but this kid can skateboard. Everybody can, like the new generation. Bruh, whoa. Did he go like faster when he got on the rail?
And again,
It looked like he was going that fast.
let's make it clear.
Oh, yeah, he's scandalous. Okay, so they lied about his age. He's trying to just bully little children. It's not cool. He does have a fall, so he's not getting first place.
He's out of
back
time.
5-0 on the whole rail.
I can't make it clear enough. This is an AM contest, next X. These kids got less time, of course, than anyone else on this course.
Bro.
But it doesn't seem like that.
He can't believe he fell on that backspin.
I do want to make another note. Man, we're just getting some weird information today. Laser Crawford, our current leader, I had mistakenly said was 10. He's actually 12 years old. Like that makes a difference?
So is he 12 in 5th grade? Or is he 12 in 7th?
He's 12 in 5th grade, not 10 in 7th.
Why is he 12 in 5th grade? That's not good.
No, 12.
He's supposed to be 10.
Wait, he went from being incredibly advanced to maybe a year behind.
He's scared. I'm worried about him. He better get it together. Now, I just skated the streets with this dude. We got clips together.
Kiyaki Ike out of Osaka, Japan.
Yep, me and him got some clips together, man.
Now, Kiyaki is 17 years old.
You see me in these streets. Kiyaki ain't seen me in these streets. I got a street clip.
Kiyaki second at Tampa Am last year.
Jesus. Is it just the dudes that's like, I'm going to just pop up and win?
Second at the Phoenix Am earlier this year.
When I hear the name Ike, I think of 2 people.
I could guess one of them.
Which one?
Turner.
Yes. The second one. The little kid from South Park.
Ike.
That's it. That's it, though.
Well, maybe Kiyaki will add his name into the mix there.
That's it. I don't know why they did Canadians like that in that show, dude. That's so scandalous. But yeah, ooh, first
86 for Ike. We're out here telling jokes.
And
Ike's putting down first place runs.
Yeah.
Wow. We've got one more skater here in our 6-athlete field. Giovanni Avianna out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, 17 years old. He did release a banging part through barracks just a couple of months ago. So he's stacking that resume.
Back nose one out the gate. Whoa. So when you hear Brazil, just automatically know that none of these dudes are going to waste your time when they're skateboarding. That nollie front nose. Full cab back lip. Woo. Go ahead, Brazilian ginger cuz. Go ahead. Front blunt. Yeah, pop that out. That's all. Other than that, yo, that trick is so difficult to do that it's not even funny.
Giovanni unable to finish.
I'm not laughing right now. That trick is so hard to do.
Look at this.
Bro, that was ice. Ice, ice. Ding, 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 ding. And we got soon, because I did not. Why would you do that during a... Bro, when you do that fakie front Smith, you have to pop straight in the air. Yeah, see? He still got it. Look, that's it.
The judges.
They were like, I can't believe he tried that. Give him second place.
An 84. That puts Avianna up into second place. And with that,
you got to go
run one officially in the books here at Next X. And it's Keaki Ike leading the way through one. Don't go anywhere. Run number 2 right after this. US Bank Stadium is in for a treat here today. The Next X Skateboard Street Final has not disappointed, as nearly our entire field had clean first runs outside of a couple of skaters. It was really impressive. And Gary, I think you were more than surprised a couple of times.
Yeah. I had only really seen Marcos Montoya's footage, you know, as far as like knowing Keaki, because recently seen him skate and cater. All those the other three, I had seen them around. I've heard of them but once before. I didn't know they got down like that.
Yeah, so it's Ike leading the way with that 86, but watch out for Avianna. If he can land his run, he'll jump up into another stratosphere. Here's Miles Strampello, 12 years old, sitting in 4th place with that 78.33.
This is depressing. These little kids are way better than me in my heyday. Nah, it's actually beautiful. Ooh, no pinch, but you can get a little front crook. Bro. Does he feel that yet? No, huh? Nah. See, I would have had to go to the hospital first.
Never pulled a muscle. Never had to ice it. I'd have to go to a hospital.
He probably had like a little broken wrist, or he has his cast at school.
Miles Strampello. He may not win this thing, but he's made more than a few fans out here in Minneapolis.
These little farts is slaying. Like, what? Look, miss. Oh, man. Willie grind, board slide. Baker touch. You got the Baker land.
So 55, he'll hold on to his first run score, but man, an impressive showing for the little guy. Miles Strampello, I have a sneaking suspicion we'll be seeing a lot of him in the future. The same can be said for Laser Crawford as he gets the track that he'll need to skate to here. He's sitting in third place.
It's one of my favorite tricks. 50. From Blunt, try to pop out. Got caught. Gotta feel it. I am just getting sued. Sorry. That is extremely difficult. I guess if you're tiny, it works. It's a lot more space for you. But the kickflip board off that bank into the other one.
Now, Laser had one step off earlier in the run, but other than that, it's been, never mind. It has been very good. So he'll undoubtedly hold on to his first run because it was so good, and it gave him an 83 to put him in that bronze medal position. This one for the fans. Again, Bob Burnquist and I were talking about it, the call earlier with the Next X Park event. It's like, if you're an AM and you're skating at X Games on the same course as the pros, like, you already won.
Pretty much.
But then you come out here and you see them put it down the way they're putting it down, and you realize, like, these kids are competitors too.
Yeah. That's what people were saying about Jagger last year. Wasn't Jagger like in an AM and people were like...
Jagger and Zion.
We're in the AM, right? And everybody was like, Jagger's thing could have won the pro.
Right. But again, and that's the reason we don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but that's why we knew as soon as Jagger went officially quote-unquote pro that he would do what he's already proven that he's capable of doing, because he's just wired that way.
Yeah.
So here's Caterzilla.
Cater does not have a line. He's all new to this. He's like, I'm just gonna, hang on. Yes. It doesn't count on footage, but it counts in the contest. Bruh.
Already a much better run out of Cater than what we saw in his first attempt.
Recently just got on Vans.
That's right.
Ooh! I think Reynolds helped him out with that one. That's Baker Perks.
Riding Baker, Caterzilla.
Baker Perks.
Riding Baker, riding Vans.
I'm good.
He's had parts.
Yeah, he's got footage.
America video.
Yo, he's got
the Baker
footage.
AM video.
He's got
the X part. And Zilla's score coming in. Yeah, at a 65.66 for Cater. Ups the score, but not enough to move up. So here's Marcos Montoya.
Suski.
He's sitting in 5th place.
His trick selection is water. Oh, they don't know. Keep going. Shh. Fake, you switch blunt. Push.
Final 20 seconds for Marcos. Out here at Next X.
Bro, why does he keep going faster when he gets on that front feeble? That's so messed up.
He's got room for one more.
One for the fans.
This one's for US Bank Stadium. Marcos Montoya. Trying to knock out that 76 from his first run.
Look, wheel, stop. You see it?
Yeah.
Stopped. You need that wheel. Like, when you actually pinch, you need that wheel to stop. That's when you really pinching. You roll when you land.
So we're still awaiting Montoya's second run score. Was that enough to jump him up into the top 3? And it was an 85, jumping him all the way up into second place. Marcos Montoya, that is how you finish a contest. So here's Keaki Ike, still our current leader with that 86 from run number 1. What can he do, Gary, to up this score, also knowing Giovanni Avianna still is gonna close this thing out.
Yo. Bro. Hey, Japan, shout out to y'all, man.
17 years old.
Whatever y'all got going on, it's going on the right way.
Whoa.
He's in first.
You know, 2 years ago, we didn't know Yuto.
Yeah.
And then he became this contest slaying monster. You look at Keaki Ike from Osaka, Japan. I had never seen him skate before, and after watching him here today, I don't think he's going to be.
I didn't know him either.
I don't think he's going to be a next X for long.
So he pulled up to the spot, right? It was quiet, you know, like just like Yuto, like really quiet to himself, playing his music. I think he was listening to K-pop. I'm just kidding, bro. The moment he stood up to start filming,
demeanor changed,
bro. Crook nollie flip, like going 1,000 miles an hour. Just all right.
All right, here's the last guy who can shake things up, Giovanni Avianna. He put down an 84 on his first run.
Giovanni Avianna.
And
was that bad too?
Yeah, that was bad.
Dang it.
The trick selection is
together,
next level.
Work on it.
If he can land this entire run, including the finisher, this is first place. But we shall see. Final 10 seconds. Can Giovanni bump himself out of that third place spot?
Oh!
And he does it!
Yo, hey, okay, hey, Ricky Floyd Smith with a hurricane for the fans.
Giovanni Avianna one more time.
Gingers matter. Gingers matter.
17 years old, out of Sao Paulo. He was sitting in third place.
Bro, that trick is so hard.
He didn't have it on run number 1, and it seemed like the judges loved everything else enough to give him that score. But now that he lands that on the final run of the contest, is that enough to knock off Ike and take over the win? And it is a 90.33. Avianna wins it on the very last run of the contest. Whoa.
Brazil and gold, peanut butter and jelly, son.
And with that, our podium is set. Avianna taking home the gold, Ike with the silver, and Marcos Montoya a bronze medal. That was an incredible contest from start to finish. But that last run, that last trick from Giovanni.
That clutched it.
Again, congratulations to our entire field out here at the Next X
Little baby kids killing.
Skateboard Street Final. Miles Trampello, Laser Crawford, but again, Giovanni Avianna taking home the top spot.
Avianna.